Hello, and welcome to this tutorial series for the Early Notation Typesetter. In this episode, we'll be looking at the basic GUI and where you can find the various controls you'll need to get started. Over here on the right side is the main panel. You can see we're currently in the Account tab, which locates a Login or Logout button, depending on if you're logged in yet. Be sure that you log in if you intend to attach a Patreon account so that you can access the extra music fonts and disable the ENT watermark if you choose to do so. Next, we have our File tab. This controls all the properties for our currently active document. You can also from this tab save, load, and export the document. Saved documents are saved in the .ent proprietary format, which is the format that ENT uses to keep track of the exact contents of the document. If you wish to share your document with other people outside of ENT, or print it, you can export it as a PDF by clicking this button. Beneath are the layout settings, where we can choose the font, the staff type, staff scaling, staff spacing, and the spacing between the individual units, as well as, if you have a Patreon account connected, you may choose to disable the watermark that appears in the bottom left of the document. Beneath, we can find the paper settings. A large variety of preset paper types are entered here, and you can choose your margin and paper orientation. Note that the ability to enter values in metric will be added later in development. Finally, on the left here is our Symbols panel. This shows all the symbols available in this currently selected font. Note that different fonts may have different sets of symbols available, and not all symbols may be available in all fonts, depending on what is available in the original font and what is idiomatically available or correct for that particular period and locale. Each set of symbols is organized by what type of symbol. You will notice that some symbols also have a letter, number, or keyboard symbol located in a bubble at the top left corner of it. For example, C clefs have the letter C. This is showing that instead of clicking the clef to select it, you can also hit C on your keyboard to bring it up as a shortcut. Note also at the bottom, there are a variety of spacers and blanks. Spacers can be used to create empty lines in your document, or you can use blanks to create a tab or blank white area on your document if you need to do so. Down at the bottom, we can find our Note panel. These are the available note lengths from semi-fusa all the way up to maxima available in this font. All fonts should have all of these available, although in some cases, some fonts may have slightly different characters, especially when in black notation mode. You see there are two buttons here, one labeled Tab and the other labeled Rests Spacebar. The Tab button, which can also be activated by hitting Tab on your keyboard, will switch between black and white mensural notation. The Rests button, also triggerable by spacebar, will toggle between rests and notes, with the rests corresponding to the length values of the corresponding notes. In the next video, we'll be looking at basic entry and setting up your document, so you may begin typesetting. Thanks for watching.